we could talk about Helsinki's amazing traffic planning, but let's talk song. I know I'm super late to the party, but people still seem to enjoy the song, so why not react to it, because I don't know it. The song is called Golden. It's from K-pop Demon Hunters, a soundtrack from the Netflix film. It's been a super sensation online and globally, so I really want to know what this hype is all about and how those people write songs. So without further ado, let's get going. Is it the Axis of Awesome? Step 1, let's find the key. I think it's the tonal center of the key. We seem to be in the key of G major. Let's quickly confirm this, and I think the chord progression might be a 1-5-6 minor 4 thing. So yes, but it starts on the last chord. It's a 4-1-5-6 minor. So it's kind of the Axis of Awesome starting on the last chord instead of on the first one. The chords are C, G, D, and E minor. 4-1-5-6 minor. Nothing very extraordinary so far. Okay, pretty interesting. A pre-chorus drop right away, although it's not a pre-chorus in that case, but an intro drop. So a 2025 intro drop, maybe that will become a thing. Interestingly, they don't play the last chord, they don't play the E minor, landing thereby on this dominant 5, intensifying the suspense and making people want to continue listening. I was a ghost, I was alone. Suddenly it's a shuffle. Was it a shuffle in the intro? No, it's pretty much straightforward, right? And in the verse, it suddenly becomes a shuffle. This this is interesting. I was a ghost, I was alone. Same chord progression as in the verse, so we're still in this 4-1-5-6 minor thing. Let's look at melody for a second, because lyric-wise, it's I was a ghost, I was alone, and stuff I don't understand. I was a ghost, I was alone. That's quite interesting that they would use the major 7 as the first melody note on top of the C major chord. So da-da-dum, ba-da-dum. So we've got basically one rock solid thing, which is the B as the most prominent melody note. The B over the C major creates that beautiful major 7 feel that makes it kind of dreamy. Melody beginning is on the backbeat, which is another quite interesting thing. So we don't start with the band, but after it, listen to this. I was a ghost. Right, so we've got this 1, I was a ghost, right? So let's see how things go on. I was alone. Alright? Given the throne, I didn't know. Repetition of that motif. How to believe I was the queen that I'm meant to be. And now we introduce a little melodic variation. So when in the first thing we heard this here, right? With a downward movement, we vary this melody movement. I was the queen that I'm meant to be. Right? I was the queen that I'm meant to be. And also an octave below, above I should play it. Let's look at lyrics. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I'm meant to be. Okay? So far, I don't know what the song is about. I've not seen the movie. Let's continue listening. We keep the chord progression, we change the melody completely, turning this section into kind of a transitional bridge, into a pre-chorus, which is rather contrasty compared to the verse. So remember that the melody beginning, for example, was on the downbeat, on the 2 of the bar, where we had this right, with this B motif. I think for the pre-chorus we begin on the downbeat, or with a tiny syllable before that even.
I was the queen that I'm meant to be. I
live, right, and we hammer in the A now.
try to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place.
Relatively simple rock solid notes. So we've got 3 A's and a B. What's interesting is that together with the chords they form a really interesting color, because the A is not officially part of the C major chord. It's also not officially part of the G major chord. It is part of the D major chord, where it kind of now settles into the chord. And when we, I should play this here, when we move to the B, the chord also becomes the E minor, where again it's the 5th of the chord. So starting with juicy colored chords and then kind of resolving it to a more conventional thing. Lyrics: I lived 2 lives, tried to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. So here we see a 3-line thing, something very useful in the pre-chorus, because it's an uneven number of lines, creating tension because people really want to hear the resolution. We spot 2 short lines that rhyme with each other. I lived 2 lives rhymes with tried to play both sides, and then we've got 1 line that doesn't rhyme, but I couldn't find my own place, leaving this kind of unresolved and making us want to continue listening to get this rhyme. Same motif. Right? At the same time, we repeat the rhymes, okay? Remember, I lived 2 lives, tried to play both sides, now becomes called a problem child because I got too wild. Cliche rhymes all over the place. And now we, of course, expect this rhyme resolution with, but I couldn't find my own place. Let's see how they solve this.
Now that's how I'm getting paid.
Going down, okay, kind of resolving stuff. I don't know if that's a very good idea before the chorus, if the next thing is the chorus. Remember, was the middle of the pre-chorus, kind of expecting us to continue stuff, and now it's kind of almost going back home, going back to the root note of the E minor chord. I don't know if this is all the tension that I could have built.
Don't hide it now, I'm shining like a butterfly.
Is that another pre-chorus? So are we still in this suspense building mode where we have got another very powerful hook, but definitely it's still building towards something? We have the same chord progression, so we are still in this 4-1-5-6 minor realm. At the same time, leaving out the last 6 minor, something that we've also heard in the intro, right? Ending on the dominant chord, prolonging that dominant chord, and intensifying the suspense. Let's listen to that beautiful, beautiful melody.
I'm done hiding.
Is it this? I think this is the line, right?
I'm done hiding now, I'm done hiding now, I'm shining like a butterfly.
Very interesting, a lot going on here. Really cool. It's basically a C major 7 arpeggio, all the chord notes. Same here, right? We've got the 5th, the 1. Yes, we've got also the 6th, but it's just a passing note, so Was it this? Like I'm Born to Be. I didn't get this.
Like I'm born to be.
Right? Another arpeggio, another chord arpeggio. And landing on the 5 of the chord. So this is pretty interesting. Sorry, like this. So they are very aware of what the chord kind of prescribes as melody movement and include really beautiful arpeggiated melodies there.
Came so far now, I believe.
Really interesting variation at the end. So we have a repetition of all of this here. But then on the D chord that we now hold for another bar, we also land on the highest note and really raise the suspense here. Because it's the dominant chord and it really wants us to go to a hopefully very powerful chorus. I know this song. I just didn't know that it was this song. Interesting. Change chord progression, but not entirely. So we keep the chord material, we just change the order. We still start on the 4 chord. We still start on the C. But then we play the D, the 5 chord, and only then we go to the 1 and do that very classical 1 to 6 minor over this dominant chord with 3 in bass. Right? So this is another cliche chord progression that of course is very powerful. What I really like is the melodic hooks that they have.
We're going up.
Right? Really powerful pickup melody, right? Remember that in the verse we started after the downbeat and in the pre-chorus we started on the downbeat. Now we have got this really powerful pickup also with the 2025 pre-chorus drop, because all the band does is stop playing when we're going up.
We're going up, it's our moment.
Da da ba 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 bum. Really simple melody line, right? We hammer in this up thing. Of course, it's the highest note in the melody because we're going up, up, up. Of course, it's prosodic. Da da ba 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 da da da. Right? Should be this one. Ba ba bum ba da ba wa da. So we've got a very clear separation between two melody sections. We've got this up, up, up thing. And now we've got a very rhythmically intense, right, motif with this you know together we're glowing, gonna be golden, that creates beautiful contrast to that up, up, up thing. Right? Variation on that up, up, up motif. Even upper. Oh, we know this from the pre-chorus, right? But it's on the new chord progression. That's interesting. They changed the chords because remember that in the pre-chorus we still have this. And now we've got a new chord progression with a 4-5-1-6 minor, but they come back with the same melody hook. Changing the feeling a little bit. Really cool. Is that the second chorus half or is that the post-chorus? Structurally, it is a bit uncertain, which makes it interesting.
To break these walls down, to wake up and feel like
Primary bridge after chorus number 1. It is a 3-minute 15 thing. It's got those Eurovision vibes where you kind of have to compress everything. It's a bit sad that they wouldn't bring back the verse idea, which was cool.
so long to break these walls down, to wake up and feel like me.
Interesting new bridge with new chord progression. 6 minor, 5, 5 and 4. And in the turnaround I hear 1, 5, 5, 4. Melody.
Waited so long to break.
Is it this way? Waited so long with a huge leap.
Break these walls down.
Break these walls down. Waited so long to break these walls down. Cool.
To wake up and feel like me. Put these patterns
Bring back this leap. Bum, ba-dum.
all in the past now and finally live like the girl they all see.
Okay.
No more hiding.
Is that the pre-chorus thing or the chorus progression?
No more hiding. Now be shining. More hiding. Now be shining like I'm born to.
It's a third chord progression on the same melody line. That's cool. 6 minor, 5, I think 1 with 3 in bass, and then 4. That's intelligent songwriting.
Like I'm born to be.
Could also be 3 minor. I think it's 3 minor. Okay, not 1 with 3 in bass, but 3 minor.
My hunter's voice is strong and I know I believe.
New harmonization. This is a harmonization festival on the same, really powerful. It's always this hook, and we always find new chord progressions to go underneath it. I like this very much.
Your hunter's voice is strong and I know I believe.
Okay, this time it's 6 minor, 3 minor, maybe even 7, 4 and 5. Of course, intensifying that thing at the end and including that dominant chord. I don't care what people say, it's fun to play. This is certainly a pre-chorus thing, right? Pre-chorus outro thing where they hammer in this gonna be golden thing. Right? As a new hook, gonna be golden. And again, kind of as a wrap-up summary sentence, they bring back this beautiful motif. And they leave the shuffle for the outro. I didn't understand why they would start and end with this intro that doesn't have a lot to do with the song feel. And they've got the same at the end that they had in the intro before going into the verse. So this was Golden from the movie K-Pop Demon Hunters, and I'm sure we can take away valuable songwriting learnings. Songwriting learning number 1 is actually a don't. Don't pick intro and outro that have no rhythmical or feeling relation to the song. Yes, they foreshadow the chord progression, but they don't include the shuffle feel of the song at all. which is quite confusing for me. I think that it has to do with the, let's say, position of the song in the movie, perhaps, which requires this different feel in the intro, but for the, let's say, pop release, it's kind of confusing. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Songwriting learning number 2, I don't specifically like this approach, but it's something that a lot of very, very prolific songwriters have been doing recently. Forget about second verses. Write something totally different on your second verse chord progression. In that case, they even changed the chord progression and went directly into the primary bridge. Something that I don't quite like, right? Second verses, yes, they are hard to write, but I think this is where songwriting craft comes in handy. So yes, 2025 songwriting doesn't seem to rely on second verses as heavily as before, but I will keep writing them. And songwriting learning number 3, the absolute surprise for me in that song is that reharm festival that they had over the same melody line. Remember the motif that is, that then goes through the chords and stuff, right? We heard, I think, at least 3 harmonizations of this. First, we had the verse progression with the 4-1-5 6 minor, yes. Then we had the chorus progression with the 4-5-1 6 minor, yes. And then we had this primary bridge thing starting on the 6 minor, all 3 of which kind of formed part of that reharmonization of that thing. So this is a really good idea. If you've got a strong hook, like in that case, make sure to make it reappear in the different sections and to adapt it to the chords playing. This was really, really cool. And this was my live reaction and on-the-fly analysis of a K-pop Demon Hunters Golden, written by a bunch of people, list in description. If you liked this analysis, please make sure to give me the thumbs up, to subscribe to the Let's Talk Song channel, and to leave friendly comments. Also, check my Linktree, link in description, for further resources like the almost but not quite complete guide to songwriting if you want to take your songwriting to the next level, or my Patreon page, affiliate links and stuff. I guess we've talked song. You can talk about Helsinki's amazing traffic planning now. Bye bye.